Welcome to the show tonight. Tonight on the Tony Gomez Show, it's my honor, my privilege to be able to have drummer Joe Cangelosi in the house of. Let me list them
Thank you,
off. We're
brother.
talking about Deathcorps, Whiplash, Massacre, Kreator, Broken Militia, Uncivil fucking War, and Rocket and Carnivore AD. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything or in any particular order, but. Joe, thanks for being on the show tonight. How are you?
Thanks, man. It's a pleasure, man. Great to meet you. And yeah, that's it's a nice intro. Thanks.
Hey, my pleasure, bro. I've been, following you on Facebook, and man, you're so active, and you got such a great sense of humor, man. I love the stuff that you post. It always makes me laugh, and I like seeing you on your electric kit, keeping the
Thanks,
chops
bro.
alive.
Yeah, I'm in an apartment, man. If I had my regular kid here, I think Homeland Security would be in here, man. But it works.
Yeah,
it works. Yeah, I'm always trying
to
play. Always trying to do things. Keep it moving, man.
I love seeing you get active, and even before I was getting, following you a little closer. I was catching the videos of Carnivore live. I guess the footage for about maybe a year back in Germany.
Yeah.
And it really got my attention because I'm a huge Carnivore fan.
Me too, man. Me too.
Seeing the presence of your singer, because everybody wants to see a Peter Steele lookalike. If you're doing Carnivore, your guy pulls it off, man.
Well, I gotta say, for Baron,
yeah,
what you see is what you get. Baron is really that guy. Like, he's not an impersonator. He's a guy that's just was a close friend, like we all were. We have very, pretty, close history with the band itself.
Yeah.
So, we grew up with them, and we grew up, we played stages together. In fact, we're all thanked on the Carnivore first record, Crumbsuckers, Sheer Terror, and Whiplash. And
yes.
yeah, it's always been like in circles. We've always been in the same circles, and everybody loves Carnivore. How can you not? And it's been a total blast learning Louis' parts and trying to play them as well as I can, the way I can play them.
Yeah.
And the energy, and it feels like I'm being a kid again. It's great, and the people have been fantastic. We're not trying to be Carnivore. We're just trying to pay homage to our friends and stuff. And it's been fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
It's such a thrill to be able to play music of somebody you look up to and enjoyed the music for so many years. I here in Corpus Christi, Texas, where I'm based out of, Joe, and I got a Pantera tribute band I sing for and an AC/DC tribute band I sing for. So I love fucking playing, other people's shit as much as I play my own original shit. But Carnivore, man, that's one I want to fucking stick. As much as I love Jesus Hitler because it's just so fucking insane, you can't play that shit live around. It's gonna.
Well, check it out. If you want to hear a little backstory about this is pretty outrageous.
Go for it.
Okay, so when I was in Whiplash in 1988, we were asked to go on a tour with Sodom. So it was a Sodom Whiplash tour. The reason why we were actually asked to do it is because Carnivore at the time, which were our label mates, and we also had the same manager together. So because of Jesus Hitler and that kind of stuff, they got banned from Germany, so they couldn't do that tour. So Roadrunner asked Whiplash to do that tour. So we did the tour. It was incredible.
Yeah.
And through that tour, I met Sodom. I met Frank Blackfire, and Tom and Chris, and I kept in touch with Frank, and that's one of the main reasons why I wound up in Kreator in the 90s, because of that situation where Carnivore was banned from Germany. So 360, all these years later, now I'm going back to Germany playing Carnivore song, and I'm playing all those songs and stuff. But it's just so ironic how things happen, man. You never know. You just never know.
No shit, right?
Yeah, it's fucking wild. It's pretty wild.
Wow.
So it's like a 360.
I started listening to Whiplash when they first came out with Power and Pain.
Me too.
It fucking came with the heat, loving
Tony
all that
Scaglione,
shit.
baby. Tony Scaglione, I see you. That's my boy right there.
Tony, big shout out to Tony Scaglione. Yes.
Scaglione, man, doesn't get enough credit, man. That's my boy right there.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I got a little trivia. I have to pull this out of the hat every single interview I do because it's mind blowing. I was very honored and fortunate to join Whiplash when Tony left to join Slayer. during the Rain and Blood tour, no less.
Yeah.
So I was scared shit. I went to the first show to watch Tony play, man, with Slayer. I was like, oh my god, Tony's playing with Slayer. This is amazing.
Fuck yeah.
But anyway, the crazy part is that when I reformed Whiplash in 2000s, somebody texted me. They said, Joe, I don't know if you know this crazy fact, but your last names are exactly the same. Scaglione and Cangelosi, if you switch the letters around, exactly spells our last names. So
whoa.
Okay, well, it gets deeper than that. So Tony's name is Anthony Joseph Scaglione. My name is Joseph Anthony Cangelosi. We have the same exact names.
Same exact names, playing in the same band together.
Metalheads. That is like crazy metal cosmic karma right there, man.
Huge. It was all destiny. All fucking destiny. That's tight.
Absolutely, man. I mean, and for somebody to actually bring that information to me, who would sit there and say that?
Who would figure that out?
Some fucking maniac would do that, man.
That's how us metalheads are, man. You know, we're fucking geniuses. You know,
it blew my mind. It still does to this very day. I always have to mention that because I think that's such a crazy coincidence, man.
That is
to the point where
far out.
To the fucking point where it's not even a coincidence, man. I don't even believe it. I think it was just destiny, man. To tell you the truth.
Right? Fuck yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Oh, right. Well, I tell you, Joe, let me get started by asking you what inspired you to become a drummer? Or who?
My dad. Okay, my dad. Yes, my father.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, my dad still alive and kicking, still playing drums. Right now, he's 81.
I believe. Still on the kit. Oh,
still on the kit, man.
Yes.
Still plays in an apartment and everything. Real drums. And yeah, my dad is my guru, my mentor, my best friend. Amazing education and what I got from him, like he gave me the ability to believe that there's no one great thing. You know, everything could be great. It's all under the same umbrella. So everybody has a voice. Everybody has something to say. You know, you may not play like this person, but that person has something you don't have. Like, this is why we share. This is why, it's a communal thing. It's not a competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I was brought up to, think that, from pop music to jazz, man, all the way down the line, if it's good, it's good, and that can also help out your playing. And, it's just, it's a good ideology, man, to have, and I was definitely at a young age inspired to play drums immediately. I knew what I wanted to do, that was it. So I started playing early, but nothing serious, nothing crazy.
Did he get you your first set, or did you have to go out and buy it yourself?
No, he got me my first set. He also threw my first set out the 4th floor window and destroyed one of my first sets too.
What did you do to piss him off to do that?
Oh shit! Well, right before I joined Whiplash, I was in just started high school. I was fucking up, man. I was just cutting class, listening to Slayer and SOD and all that shit that came out, and I was like, "This is it. This is what I want to do, man." Exodus, Bonded by fucking Tom Hunting. Come on, let's do this. So I started cutting out, doing the wrong things. And one day I came home and I, go through the back of my building and I see this pile of something in the very back of my building. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I get closer and closer and I look and I'm like, holy shit.
Oh,
it was my drum set. My dad. So my dad, as a drummer, throwing a drum set out 4 floors of window, I was fucking up. So I definitely learned my lesson, man. Sure.
Damn, no shit.
Yeah, but he's he's the best, and he's
I'm so glad he's alive and kicking, man. That's
Thank you,
great,
man.
Dude.
Thanks. And he supports every single thing I do, always. My mom too.
Man, that kind of parental support is very few. Is very rare. I didn't have that growing up. I came from a broken home, and they started individual families, and I was only one for the first marriage, so I ended up. Anyway, I had an insurance claim because our house caught fire. So I claimed all my posters and albums and cassettes got damaged. So I got $300, and that's how I bought my first drum set.
Incredible.
And so from then on, I had to sponsor my own shit, but that just shows, if you got a will, there's a way. If you want
Look, man, if you want it, go and grab it, man. That's it.
Yes.
In any aspect of life, man. Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. Even when I was like 5 or 6, I don't know. I had this, I used to have this, it was really crazy. I had this LP player, man. It was battery operated. So I used to take it with me, a couple of records. I used to take
Yeah.
a practice pad, one stick, one top of the hi-hat, and two sticks. So I used to stick in the ground with the hi-hat on there as this one ride cymbal and the pad, and put a record on and play in the corner. And people used to give me money. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool.
Dude, what a hustle.
And I was about 7 years old or 8 years old, 6, 7 years. I don't know how old I was, but nobody told me to do it. I just went out there and did it, man. And like, I like the attention. I like to play drums. It was fun. I was making a little money at the time. I could buy some candy and shit.
Very enterprising. Yes, using your talents already at an early age.
That was very. And then when I got to school, it was like, we need a drummer, you know, for all the choruses, 7th, 8th, 9th grade choruses. So I was like, shit, I could do this. So I got out of all of my classes. I was like, yes, this is good too. And all the women, of course, the girls like me because I play drums. Come on, man. Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's right. Yes.
But
I know
mean,
all of that because I played
man,
a little bit of band too before I got out of there. But I wasn't good enough for either. I don't even remember if I just was too late to get to it in the drum section and got filled up, or I wasn't a good enough drummer, but I ended up being an alto saxophone player.
Hey, that's cool too.
But nevertheless, it helped me read music. So everything kind of plays a purpose in that shit.
It all helps, man.
Joe, let me ask you, what was your first concert?
Oh my God. Oh, it was probably seeing my dad play, because my dad used to play. Yeah, he used to play 6 nights a week in a club in Connecticut. And I remember at the youngest age, one of my the earliest memories of me seeing my dad. He was on stage in his place, and I remember watching the guitar player play with a wah-wah pedal. And my mom put her wallet on the ground. I was pretending to play guitar and stuff, watching my dad play drums. It was pretty wild. But my first real concert probably was like 1975 or 6. Yeah. And it was, I think it was Chicago.
Oh, hell.
At Jones Beach, which was unbelievable. Yeah.
Oh, man. I bet it was packed. Balls to the wall.
Oh, yeah, man. In the 70s? Man. Oh, man. It was groovy, dude.
Dude, I caught Chicago last year with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Me and my wife.
My God. What?
Great fucking show still.
No, I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, man. They're fucking badass.
What a band, right?
Incredible.
Getting down.
Oh, incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you're well-rounded, Joe. You got a lot of love for any kind of drums. And, it's like you said, like your dad opened your, made that vision for you, that perspective of, hey, if it's good, it's good.
Yeah, man. Why not?
Just like it.
Don't be closed-minded, man. You know?
I love that,
Keep your mind open, man, because that's how you grow. You know, if you stop there, that's all you got. And that's cool too, man. If that's what you want to, be perfected at, great.
Sure.
But, it all helps, man. It all helps.
Joe, let me ask you, what was Deathcorps your first band?
Pretty much, yes. Deathcorps was my first band. I had a band with Jason Vento from Warzone called Ardwolf. That was one of my very first bands too.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah, and we grew up together too. Yeah, there's a lot of connections. It's crazy.
It's like some Warzone. Open Your Eyes. I had that cassette. They go hard. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but Deathcorps was my first real this is my this is going to be the band. And the crazy part is, we only played a couple of shows, and we played CB's, which was incredible, opening up for Carnivore.
What?
Yeah, man. It was one of my first shows ever. CB's opened up for Carnivore. Louis if you can see it on my page someplace, you can see there's pictures, and you can see Louis' drums with the giant teeth and shit. And, I just joined the band Whiplash. I was just in a professional situation. I knew I was a fan of both bands before I was even in, that band. So I was overwhelmed, man. I'm on stage with my heroes and stuff. And I'm 15, 16 years old. And I'm like, damn, I'm on CBGB's stage, and this is sick. Those days were amazing, man. They're very amazing days. So, but what happened was I only
history right there.
Yeah,
you've been a part of all that.
Shows. The second show I played was at Lemoore. The original bass player left.
Rocks.
Yeah, the original bass player left, and a bass player named Zowie, who was in Leeway.
Leeway.
Yeah, Circus of Power.
Rest in peace, Eddie.
Yes. So Zowie, the bass player, played with Deathcorps when my original guy left, and he knew Tony's. He knew the Tonys, and he knew that Tony Scaglione was going to leave. So he said, "Yeah, I know this really young drummer. I think he might work out for you guys." So that's how I got the connection with Whiplash. And
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I played Lamore. Tony Bono, God bless his soul, one of my best friends in the world. I love you, Tony. Tony came up to me, long curly hair down to his like half his waist. I was like, holy shit, Tony Bono. He goes, "You're Joe, right?" He goes, "Listen, would you like to try out for Whiplash?" And I was just stunned. I just looked at him like, oh shit.
Oh fuck yes.
That was one of my favorite bands at the time. And they asked me to play drums with them. I'm like, oh my God. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Fucking sweet. Wild. Love that one. Hell yes. Well, thinking about that, let me get some certainty right here. Is your YouTube channel Cangelosi?
Yes.
Yes. Kick ass. Yeah, so guys out there, go to Cangelosi, give them a subscribe, and check out the history that Joe's got on there, man. It's so good. Hell yes.
I'm still really underground, man, which is great. I mean, I've been in some bands, I have some history, but I'm still pretty underground, which I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of cool. People are like, you were in that band? I'm like, yeah, I guess I was.
Yes, fuck yeah. You surprised a lot of people, especially when they start realizing, all the different connections and the bands that how y'all are just all connected up there in that area.
There's a lot of history. There's a lot of history. And there's some of the history is like some people never even like in terms of Carnivore AD right now. I really didn't know Chuck and I didn't know Baron that well back in the day, but we always crossed paths. I played shows with the Crumbsuckers, Whiplash Crumbsuckers, but we must have, we met and stuff, but we never really, and then who would know years later down the line we'd be playing in the band together.
Yes. So let me ask you, you mentioned Crumbsuckers. Did you jam with them on Life of Dreams, or was it A Beast on My Back, or both?
No, that's all Chuck stuff. That's, my favorite.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, Chuck was the guitar player for that band.
Holy shit, Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck Lenahan and Carnivore AD is the Crumbsucker guitar player. He's the, one of the main dudes, man. He's amazing. God. I mean, like, they got Propane, like branched off.
Yes.
Gary kicks ass. Those guys are fucking amazing. I love those guys. Yeah. And it's always amazing to play shows with them because they fucking kill. Yes. And it's an honor to play with those guys. Really. Oh, great.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's see. So, Signs of Satan, Deathcorps, that back in '86, getting it out there, putting yourself on the map, loving that. Love the old school pictures of the band. That was really cool. Stumbling upon that.
Oh, that's some old. Hey, we were back then. We were like a black metal, thrash metal, hardcore band, bro. We were like a real true crossover band, like real crossover, and that was '85. So,
Sign of Satan, fuck yeah.
That was '85, man. But we were into Circle Jerks and fucking all our good hardcore shit, man, too. Like, we didn't give a, we weren't trying to portray just one. There was no one thing. Everybody got into these genres and subgenres, and then it becomes so fucking diced up that, but I guess it's a natural, way it was going to happen. But back then, we mashed it all up, man, into one big thing, man. It was a lot of fun. And in fact, that band, we still are planning on getting, all the original members are still here. And we're still all friends and stuff. And we had a reunion at one point before COVID. But we want to re-record a couple of those songs. And we have songs from back in the day that we want to record now that we still had that we never recorded. So
I bet they would come out, produce awesome.
To be continued on that, man. But for sure, I would love, that would be one of my dreams to finish that, because that was my first band. I like to end that chapter, the way it should have been ended.
Right, and especially since everybody's still together and keeping in touch.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe play a couple shows. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. So you get the invite to jam with Whiplash. Next thing you know, how long is it before you in the studio getting ready to do Ticket to Mayhem?
Not that long, man. Maybe about 5 months, 6 months, 5 months, something like that.
Do a lot of touring before that with the guys?
A lot of local shows and stuff, but Midwest, Canada. Yeah, we did, vans, mustard sandwiches, sleeping in vans, man, hard, like real rough stuff, man. But just for the love, as usual, for the love of what we do. So it never mattered.
That's right.
We got to the gig.
Territory.
As long as I can get behind the kid, and everybody can do what they love to do, it didn't matter, man. It still doesn't to a certain extent, you know.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, we're hitting it with insult to injury. And,
oh
you
yeah,
know, it's only a couple of years later after doing, you know, working that out.
Yeah, that was a really crazy situation because we already had all that music written, and
all right,
the record company pulled the rug from under us, saying that if we don't get a singer, they didn't want Tony singing. They wanted to get us more into a mainstream market, and we didn't. You know, that's not like I joined the band as Whiplash Trio, and that Power and Pain, and we did Ticket to Manhattan, of course. But after that, they kind of forced us to get a singer, so. We had a long tryout process. I knew Glenn Hansen from my neighborhood, so I introduced him to the band, and eventually, it just worked out, and I think he did a fantastic job. It's not the Whiplash that everybody, is accustomed to, but all these years later, I think that record is getting so much accolades now than it ever did because it's just different times, and you can reflect on it in a different way.
Yes, for that time right then. Fuck yeah, the writing on that, all the tightness, the drumming on that. Stuff. Fuck yeah.
I really love that. I love that record.
Yes. Record. Oh, fuck yeah. So, while I was going through it again, well, just on the history, while I'm still on taking care of Whiplash, y'all got back together with the guys in 2009 to do the Unborn again.
That's right. So, 2009.
Nice production on that one too.
Well, we got Harris Johns for that, and we went to Mozart Studios, in New Jersey. Great place, incredible guy. We recorded that. Harris came in because Harris did, he did every single German band. He did Boy About Killing Technology. He did a bunch of Sodom records. He did the Kreator stuff. I mean, Harris Johns. If you look at his discography, he's amazing.
Yes.
He's also a Native American Indian too, which is pretty cool. So,
wow.
Me and Tony we wrote a song called Firewater, which is about Native Americans getting bamboozled, basically, from the white man. So with alcohol and stuff. So the very beginning of that was really cool because he asked us, "Can I do a chant in the beginning?" Because he's really a Native American. He has
that's him at the beginning.
That's Harris Johns, man, doing all that with the bells. He did all that stuff in the very beginning of that song, the chants and everything else. Yeah,
that's
really
tight.
Cool, man. Really cool.
That's tight. I knew there was something deep about that because a name like Firewater, that's all Indian. That's all Native right there.
That was a fun experience. It really was. And also I got Frank Blackfire in the studio too, because at the time to play a couple of leads with us on that record too, which was cool. And then later on he played Whacking with us. He came to play the songs that he played on that record with us too, which was great.
Oh, cool.
And Sodom's out there killing it, man, and I wish them the best. They're doing so good.
Oh, they're so good. That's what I love about everything has come in full circle again, Joe. You know, the love for thrash metal is fucking hard again. You got all the old school bands still doing it. Testament, Exodus, Slayer, Death Angel. Fuck yeah. I mean, you're in the mix as well.
Hey, man, I'm so glad I'm able to do it in any capacity, man, because it's my passion. It's what I love to do.
Yes,
and it's great to see the old school guys on the horse, man, fucking galloping, man. You know what I'm saying? It's great. I think Forbidden's back together again.
Right?
Craig's out there fucking cranking it out. Exodus, they switched singers, but they're fucking pumping. We played actually a couple of years ago. I got a chance to play a show with Exodus in Voivod, man. It was fucking unbelievable. It was great to see those guys again.
Oh, yeah, what a show.
Great to see. Great to see Tom healthy, beating cancer,
Yes, beating
Gary
cancer.
again. Yeah, it was incredible, man. Yeah.
It's incredible, dude, that they beat. I mean, like Chuck Billy, when he was coming down with his cancer shit as well. Man. It's hard to believe, but goddamn, the metal gods are alive and kicking and still looking out for us guys.
Hey, man, we're tough.
Fuck yeah.
We're fucking
and
tough,
we beat our bodies up too over the years.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah,
we got the passion
from here on in, man. Let me ask Joe, you got kids?
Yes, I do. I have a 6-year-old son.
Oh, hell yeah. Awesome, man. Well, that's what I'm talking about. We got to dads are
pass the torch,
important.
man.
We got to be there for him. I got a 30-year-old daughter, a 25-year-old son,
Woo.
and a 5-year-old grandson now.
Damn. Wow.
It doesn't get any better, man, when you have a grandkid.
Your grandson's
like, wow.
almost, your grandson's almost the age of my son, right? Man. I'm grandpa. I'm grandpa dad.
That's right, dude. Hell yeah. Well, family is so fulfilling, and it makes everything. It makes everything good. You know what I mean?
Change it. I wouldn't change it.
The love, the family, a full circle, having that support from our wives, you know, is very priceless.
Yeah, man. And to have a little, like, you made this human being, you know what I mean? Just like, wow. That's just with the miracle of life. It's just amazing.
Yes. Oh, so blessed. So blessed. That's Absolutely. Your legacy right there. And
it is, man.
Oh, it's going to be amazing to see what he does in the future.
Let's see if he might, who knows what he'll do. You know, like, I have a brother. He didn't go, you know, he was there before I was. He didn't pick drums. So you never know. I'm not forcing him to do anything.
I know exactly what you mean.
If you gravitate towards it,
music, my two kids love music, but they just didn't get into actually playing anything.
Hey, whatever, man. You know,
right? Whatever floats their boat, whatever they have for. I just want to encourage them.
That's right. Because if you force them, they're gonna go the other way.
Right. Oh, you know it, Dad. You know it, man.
Yeah.
Let me also throw out a few other names, and let me know if the burn victims.
Oh, the burn victims. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, tell me a little bit about that. When was
the burn victims? Oh my God, the burn victims go way back.
Way back in the timeline?
Yes, it go back to I'm like 11 years old, man, 12 years old with my friends.
Shit.
Yeah, Rich Day, the bass player who was on Unborn Again.
Yeah.
One of my best friends in the entire world. Love him to death. Hope he's out there listening. One of the most phenomenal bass players I've ever played with. Total natural monster. Great player, great person, great writer, and a great friend.
Yeah.
So yeah, we started together. It started out as me and a couple other guys. It was like a spoof songs, and it was like then it became like whatever we wanted to do. And we said, you know what? Let's not put a label on it. We're not gonna have lyrics for some stuff. And whatever we did, it was just like a project thing. It just kept going through the years. It's like 40 plus years running now.
What?
And every so often, like I think last year or 2 years ago, we already did like 2 new songs. You know, Rich sent me some stuff. I sang on it, and we threw it together. And it's just something to do, to have fun. You know, we never played live with it, but it's just a fun project thing that it could be anything. It could be hardcore, it could be thrash, it could be fusion, it could be anything, man.
Yes.
And it's just for our own enjoyment. And if people like it, that's great.
More power to us, man, to enjoy that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fun, creative project, basically.
Cool. All right. What about Cerebral Hemorrhage?
Oh, Cerebral Hemorrhage is incredible. Side band of Whiplash that I inherited with the Whiplash seat. So Power and Pain. They did Power and Pain, Scaglione, you know, Bono and Patero, and then they had a side band, Cerebral Hemorrhage, with another guitar player, and Tony Patero was also involved in some. He did leads, he sang backgrounds and stuff. So there's 2 demos. The first demo is with Scaglione, the second demo is with me. And they're both killer demos, man. I love that first demo, man. You got to check it out. It's out there someplace. And the second one is too. The one I did was called Multiple Trauma.
Trauma, okay.
It's all fun, hardcore. Like we had songs like Beer God and like I Don't Give a Fuck and just you know, free stuff, man. Just having fun and kids just being kids, having fun, playing fast.
I love it. Exactly. All for the moment, just eating it up.
Simple, hooky, fast stuff, man. You know, something we, you know, like SOD-ish type stuff. People that we were influenced, you know.
Yes.
But yeah,
how about Moondog?
Oh, Moondog! Wow, Moondog happened after I returned home from the Kreator gig. When I returned to the States, because I lived there for a bunch of years. So when I returned, I got back together. Moondog is basically Glenn Hansen, who was the singer for Whiplash for Insult to Injury. Rich, the bass player, who was also in Whiplash from Unborn Again.
Yeah.
One of my good friends, Gene, on guitar, who's a phenomenal jazz player. and long life friend too. So it's all a bunch of friends, and it was basically a hard rock band. I'll send you some stuff. I think you'll dig it. We have a couple. We have a couple stuff songs online, I think, somewhere. But it was basically a hard rock band, but really hard rock, like a Zeppelin-ish type of southern, almost like a little southern thing to it.
Yeah.
We used to play biker festivals, man. It was wild.
Oh, hell yeah.
We used to play Laconia and all these crazy biker festivals where like the Hells Angels were like security and stuff, man. It was wild, bro.
Fuck,
It was good.
that's cool.
It was a lot of fun, man. It was a lot of fun too.
And it's a little laid back compared to the thrashing drumming.
Yeah, but it was very energetic, man. A lot of
regardless.
Jamming. Yeah, regardless, there's shit going down, man. I'll send you some shit. I think you'll dig it. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Good shit.
I'm gonna have to look up some Moondog. You guys look up some Moondog too. Let's go down that rabbit hole.
We actually did a David Bowie cover called Moon Age Daydream. That came out really nice. That's up there. If you that's on my channel somewhere or somewhere on YouTube.
Cool. And remember that channel is Animalosi. Animalosi.
Right,
subscribe and like to that. Check that out.
Nobody knows my channel, man.
Let me know a little bit about Eliminate. I caught a little word about Eliminate, and I heard that you got a guitar player in there named Henry Elizondo.
Oh man, this is crazy stuff. Okay, Eliminate. Oh,
he's from my hometown.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Eliminate happened in 2000, I believe, 14. I get a call from a guy named Scott Owen, which is my good friend now. I mean, once I met him, we just clicked. We were like, yeah. This guy's my kind of people. So he called me up. He says, "Hey man, my name is Scott. I got your number from the guy from Overkill, the drummer from Overkill, Sid Falk." So Sid was on Horoscope, and he was in Overkill for those after
Rat.
I think 89. Yeah.
Okay.
And I met him through one of the tours we did in Europe with Kreator, because it was in the United States. He was a tour manager for a band called Screw.
Yes. Adam Grossman. I know Adam.
Yeah, Adam is awesome, man. And Bobby Gustafson was in Screw at the time too. So
okay, all right.
It was a crazy thing. Yeah. So where was I going with this? So that is how I knew him. So Scott basically called me and said, I asked Sid to play drums, but he said he couldn't do it, but he recommended me. So that's why I got the call from Scott. Scott says, we got this band called Eliminate. It's got Don Doty from Dark Angel singing, Henry playing guitar, and Johnny Signorelli on bass. And I said, yeah, man.
It was pretty hard, man. I saw your I was able to enjoy your drum cam video.
Oh, crazy. Well, see, I had to play all that Dark Angel shit, man. I grew up with this stuff.
That's right on your alley.
And I never played it. I had to learn all that stuff, man. And I love Gene kicks ass, man. What could you say? So it was an honor. It was fun. It was a short-lived run. It happened in 2014, 2015, and then that was it. And then we spun off, and I said, Scott, why don't we do something on the side? Let's try to do something ourselves. And that's where Uncivil War came from.
Oh,
and Uncivil War, and Uncivil War was nothing but remote. So it was all remote stuff. We were never in a room together recording anything. And we did that EP that's on Spotify right now. And we actually have unfinished songs that are way better than that. Hopefully one day we'll finish that and put that up there too.
Yeah,
I heard was a good experience.
I took a little note over here because if it's a bad jam, regardless of consequence, and then Hell Yeah, Sin, Civil War. So you got those 3 songs. That's what you had in that first release.
Sin was
Sin with the guitar intro.
That's a heavy one. Yeah.
Yes. Hell yeah.
I love
guitar intros, man. You know what I mean?
Me too.
That's something from our old school past, a classic.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. It reminds me, gives me that Exodus vibe, man. No love, stuff like that.
Yes,
good old Gary Holt.
Of all songs to bring up, that's such a banger.
Oh God, I love that.
Fuck yeah.
Well, actually, man, that's my favorite. I'll put it on the record right here, right now. That Tom Hunting is my favorite thrash drum of all time.
Ooh, and a lefty, right?
Doesn't matter.
I know, right?
He's just beautiful,
Oh man,
man. He
I
plays so nice.
because I caught him on Pleasures of the Flesh. They were on tour with Celtic Frost, Into the Pandemonium.
I was there, man. I was actually, that's the first time I ever met Gary Holt and Exodus. They came to our rehearsal. Gary came to our rehearsal in Passaic. They were playing the Capitol Theater with Celtic Frost, Anthrax, and them.
Shit.
Yeah, I went backstage, partied like hell with those guys. Met them for the first time. Met my hero. A month later, my record came out and their record came out. We crashed the Pleasures of the Flesh album release party in CBGB's canteen. And we went to the Roadrunner office and brought like 50 of our records. And we were handing our records out, trading records.
Yeah.
I traded my record with Tom. I'll never forget it. I saw Tom like a month later at the Ritz. He came up to me. I'm a little kid, man. I'm looking up to these guys. Tom goes, bro, great fucking job on Ticket to Man. I love what you do there, man. I remember giving him a hug and I felt like, oh my God, that's validation. I'm in the club now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So those things I'll never, ever forget, man. And also, you know, I remember finally, you know, I toured with Dave Lombardo when I was in Kreator. And that was another amazing, like, wow moment. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, with Lombardo. Yes.
Yeah. And Lombardo was opening up for me. And I'm like, come on, you gotta be fucking kidding me. It just so happened to be, but man, Grip was incredible. Valdemar and Jason, man. You know, he's an exhorter. Those guys are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Man. Awesome.
Heavy duty. God damn. Heavy hitters right there.
No doubt. No doubt.
Big time. Oh hell yeah. Okay. So we're getting to some Eliminate Love, and that song from Eliminate that you had in the drum cam, was that called Black Communion?
No, actually, I think it might have. I don't know which one. There's a couple of those. No, that was the name of the. I think Black Communion was the name of the.
It came on at the end of the video. That's why I didn't know. If
it was probably. I think it was the company that did it or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
But they were all like, they might have been most likely all Dark Angel covers. Except for we had one original song. I don't even remember the name of it.
All right, but heavy dude.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
You sounded tight, dude. Hell yeah.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Fuck yes. All right, so you've already kind of hit it out how you got in there with Kreator by way of your connection with Sodom right there.
Right.
But you know, and I love that fucking Cost or Conflict, dude.
Thank you,
that was great. Got some good shit going on right there. But what caused you to leave after, you know, a few years?
Well, honestly, the music, I wanted to bring that to a really high point of thrash. I wanted to bring Kreator back to the real fast, you know.
Yeah.
They were experimenting a lot. As you could see, the album before was Renewal, which was an experimental record. Not too much fast stuff, you know. And then we did, you know, then I joined the band and we did, you know, Cause of Conflict, which was like, let's just destroy shit. You know, let's like, let's just inject that with like serious adrenaline, you know.
Fuck
so
yeah.
I wanted to keep setting the bar higher and higher, man. But unfortunately, you know, the material that was being presented at the time after that was completely the opposite of what we just achieved. So I felt that we were undermining the entire, you know, trajectory of where we were going.
Sure.
Because, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
you know, artistically, I don't care what band I'm in, bro. I don't care if it's Kreator or I don't care what it is, man. It's not about the stature or whatever the cat. If I'm not happy doing what I'm doing, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
So I chose to leave the band. You know, and
got it.
I have no hard feelings, man. At the time I did because it was a little misconstrued because it was said that I was fired, which was definitely not the case. So, you know, that took about 18 years to clear up.
Shit.
Yeah. So, you know, everything's good, man. Like, I love those guys. I wish them well. You know, I have no hard feelings against anybody. I treasure those times we had together. I'm glad we got some of that stuff, you know, documented in history.
Yeah.
And
fuck yeah.
Hey, man, what can I say?
It was a good chapter in your life right there.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
So tell me, how did things work out with you getting into Massacre?
Oh, Massacre was crazy. After Whiplash broke up in the end of '89, Tony just didn't want to continue anymore. So we just said, "All right, what are you gonna do, man? That's the guy who founded the band. What's to do?" So
Yeah. All right.
Borovoy from who Borovoy is, Blabbermouth, the guy who he was also working for record companies and Metal Maniacs, and he
All
knew
right.
everybody. He knows everybody. He said, "Joe, there." I actually tried out for Sacred Reich too at one point, but
Oh
he said,
shit.
"Yeah, he's the guy who gave me the Sacred Reich." And
Fuck.
it was Tony Scaglione that got me the Massacre thing because they asked
Okay.
him and he couldn't do it. He said, "Joe, you want to do it?" And I wasn't doing anything at the time, and I was about 19, then
Yeah.
20, 21. I was in my 20 or 21. I got my drums, I put them in boxes, I sent them out, and I took a train. I had no money, nothing. I went there like with $1 and a dream, bro. And
Yes.
we came up with material. I stayed with Rick. We had a great time, man. It was nothing but fun. Unfortunately, we were supposed to be signed to Earache, and they didn't kind of like the demo that we did because
Fuck.
there were some different elements in there, like some, Butch did some slap. He was a slapping bass player too. We had a lot of different kind of influences going on.
Yeah.
It was progressive. It was like almost a little bit of fusionish, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard it. Cam released it. It's called Second Coming.
No, I hadn't heard it, but yeah,
It's out
second
there.
coming.
Yeah, check it out. It's out there. Unfortunately, I
Okay.
have the good copy of it, man. I have a copy that's like, not sixth generation with all this reverb on it. But maybe one day that'll see the light of day because the original demo, it was never supposed to be released. It's not perfect, but man, the
Yeah.
music is really killer, bro. It really is. It was good. It was different for the time. It's different for any time. Check it out. It's
Yeah.
different.
Hell yeah. Well, maybe
So
you can put it up on the
yeah,
on your YouTube channel.
yeah, absolutely. It was put out there by Cam, but he never ever he never asked anybody to put it out, so it should have
Oh,
been done the right way, you know.
yeah.
Anyway, it
Well,
doesn't matter. At least see the light of day. People know, it's part of the history. It was done.
absolutely. Well, let's get to Uncivil War, man. So, did that start up 2015, 2000, around that time?
Yeah, because after the Eliminate thing, we just figured out this band is not gonna, there was some internal things that just didn't make sense.
And who were the other two band members?
Well, at the time, the second run, Henry left, and
No, I
we
mean
got
in Uncivil War.
on Civil War. It was
Mhm.
just Rich Day, my friend Rich Day. Oh,
Rich.
Patrick, and we got the singer Patrick Lynn, which was in Morbid Saint.
Morbid
Um,
Sane. Okay.
yeah, he's the singer on that stuff.
He's got great chops.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
Patrick's
he,
awesome. Yeah,
he's awesome. I like the
awesome.
flavors you got there in Uncivil
Man,
War. You got some
I
good
would have
thrash
loved
right
to
there.
play. Yeah, I would have loved to play some live gigs with that band. That's a good band.
Did
It
you ever
had
get a chance to
no,
up there?
never happened,
Damn.
man.
All right.
We never even were in the same room together, bro.
Damn. And that's before COVID hit.
Yeah, and when COVID hit, we already recorded more stuff, and the
Yeah,
stuff that we recorded, I'm telling you, it will be released. We
you
did
got to.
something where it's an intro and it's a whole song, but it was all based on the COVID situation. And I don't want
Oh
to reveal
shit.
too much, but it's really good, man.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
pretty heavy.
Cool. I don't like to get political because I really, we everybody comes from different backgrounds, and because of
Whatever, man.
their
Look,
experiences and everything,
it doesn't
you,
matter to
it don't
me. That
matter.
shit don't matter.
When it comes to metal, I just want
Look,
it to be metal.
that's it, man. Don't
Yes.
push your politics on me, man.
Fuck yeah.
And look,
Right.
if you have opposite, views as me, I respect you, man, for
Right.
believing what you believe in. That's the problem we're having now. Nobody can agree to disagree anymore, and that's the problem we're having.
Yeah. It's
You know what I'm
my way or
saying?
the highway,
Like,
right?
right. It's a lack of respect.
That's right. That's right. Because when you can't respect another point of view to give it
You
some
can't
kind of
have you can't have a
consideration,
conversation. You
then
can't have a
yeah,
conversation.
right,
There's no conversation. Then it's just my point or my point. That's it.
right.
And dead air
Yeah.
in between. So
Well, less politics and more mosh pits, right?
absolutely, bro.
Fuck yes.
Absolutely.
All right. So, how did things come about with you getting into the Carnivore gig?
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Well, actually, it came about. Speezy Christian Giesler, from the bass player from Kreator, when I played in the band, and he's in bonded now. He gave me he called me. He said, "Listen, man," he said, "this band Carnivore AD, they're looking for a drummer, man. Join this band. What is wrong with you?" I was like, "Who the fuck is Carnivore AD?" I had no idea, man. No clue. I thought it was like a one-off band that just like,
yeah, because band. You didn't think Carnivore would come back, right?
No, I had no idea about it. Of course,
right?
I was like, and then I saw a video quick, and I was like, "Who the hell is that guy? Man? He's trying to be Pete, man. This is ridiculous." But
right,
I realized later that it wasn't what I thought it was, and like, it's a real, honorable, respectful situation, and it's not it's not a mockery of it. It's not trying to be that. It's just it's an uncanny situation with Baron. Like, he has the presence. He has that presence. He does
right?
the job incredible. He's great at what he does, and Chuck is phenomenal at what he does, and it works. Once we got together, man, the band is just getting better and better.
Yes.
So do
y'all meet up there?
So basically, me and Baron live in Brooklyn, and Chuck lives in Maine. So
right.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a good situation. The band is great. Once we, it just keeps getting better and better, and like the response has been great.
Have you got anything booked coming up for you guys?
Oh yes, yeah. We got the summer coming up. We got July and August.
Oh shit!
In Europe,
is Texas in the mix?
Not yet.
Oh god!
We'll be heading over there one day.
Maybe Austin or something. You know what I mean? Houston.
Yeah.
I say those places because I don't want to go to fucking Dallas, man. That's a 7-8 hour trip from my ass.
I hear you. That'd be great. I played Texas, with Kreator. It was amazing, man.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to be looking out for some Carnivore AD YouTube footage, because I know someone's going to be capturing some of that stuff live. I'll be looking forward to that.
Cool,
that's going to be killer.
Yeah, we're going to be hitting England in July, which is going to be great.
Shit.
Scotland and England. That should be fun. And we're playing
the drumming from Carnivore. The Retaliation is my favorite. I will pull out the album because I've got it here. I had to order it. It comes in colored vinyl, but
I love it.
The drumming on
Louis is fucking great. Louis kicks ass.
Oh man.
Louis
Holy
great.
shit. I was just jamming Sex and Violence and Angry Neurotic Catholics while I was dropping off my grandson on the way back, and just thinking about you playing them on drums, and man, the chops, and wow, dude. It just, you dropping it down, it must feel so great, so fucking rewarding to
Bro, it's incredible. It's great because I was a fan. And it's not like, it's like internally it's in me, man. It's through osmosis through the years, man. So even if I don't know the song, I know the song. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a part of my childhood,
I love the crossover. That brand, I love crossover, period, where there's DRI, Cryptic Slaughter, The Accused, and what he was able to, what the guys were able to do in Carnivore was something special that had that,
no doubt.
that New York street feel to it as well.
That's right.
Always came with what Peter did.
Well, yeah, Peter was a
or what the band did, because all those guys were all from the whole area.
Yeah, and they were influenced with the hardcore scene, which kind of like, I mean, my first experiences was going to CBGBs way before there was crossover scene.
Yeah.
So my sister was dating somebody from one of the famous bands in the hardcore scene, so I was able to go into CBs.
Yeah.
Before long-haired guys were in CVs, man, like that, at skinhead type shows, which was kind of wild, man. As a kid, like I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know. I was like, what is this? But they showed me nothing but love, man. The whole yeah. And then eventually, we all worked it out together, and then you got the hardcore guys sounding more metal, the metal guys sounding more hardcore, man. It's like
It's exactly. One big Chromags, of course, Leeway, all the Crumb Suckers, Ludacris.
Of course, I know those. I know them well. Yes.
Oh shit!
It's one big family.
My first
girlfriend was married Tommy from the singer from Ludacris. So I know.
Oh shit, Tommy Christ.
That's crazy. Yeah, crazy.
Oh, they did Scatterbrain. That was some cool stuff back then too. It was pretty wild. Oh shit. Oh, we can just keep going on with all the different fucking bands that we got going on right there.
The beauty of it is that
what's your favorite song to play on the Carnivore set?
Oh shit! Inner Conflict.
Ooh, Inner Conflict.
Inner Conflict is outrageous, and especially the midsection, because the midsection is a different time signature. I feel it. I play it. But one time I actually texted Louis. I said, Louis, what the fuck is going on in that middle section? Like, it's like a mathematical equation, man. It's really bizarre. Like, I can't even explain it to you. I would have to actually, count it out and figure it out. But I don't have to because I can feel it. I know what it is. Yes. But what they did there, I would never come up with that, man. That's why you always have to remember that everybody has something to offer. When I hear Louis' parts, I think of like, wow, how beautifully original that is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I would never think about playing that at that place at that time. And that's the beauty of the whole thing too. So I want to try to play tribute to what he has done, but in my way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Without deviating and making it something different.
Oh, and I can't wait to see some more of you doing that. What do you got going on right now, Joe? Is there a band presently that you got in the works?
No, actually, right now this is some downtime, which is well needed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
No, actually, nothing's going on right now, which is kind of good, man, for a change. Life is happening right now.
Enjoy it while you can, because something's going to happen.
Oh yeah. I mean, we got the summer. We got stuff after that going to happen, and
regardless.
That's and there's right.
Just like you mentioned, the summer's coming up. You're going overseas.
Yeah, and there's some other stuff happening that I can't really mention right now, but there's some stuff on the back burner that could be very interesting. But I can't.
Oh shit! All right, I'm excited. I'll be keeping an eye on your Facebook and your social media, so we'll be able to catch up.
I can't keep up with that. Yeah, I can't really say anything at the moment, but yeah, it's something really exciting.
Man, awesome. Well, I like to wrap up my shows, Joe, and we're going to go ready to wrap things up. We're already about to hit an hour, but I like to wrap it up with a little segment I call Draw the Line. Okay. And I'm going to throw at you either a couple of artists, a couple of bands. You tell me which one is your favorite out of the two. And I'll try and keep on a little tough to make that decision. But let me shoot them at you, and we'll start off a little light. What do you think about Exodus versus Sodom?
Oh my God! Why would you do that to me, man? I love Sodom, man.
You love them both. I know.
Frank is one of my best.
We're not hurting anybody's feelings here.
And I love Exodus too.
Yes.
But I would have to actually go with I would have to go with Exodus, because Exodus was the first band that I ever heard that I said to myself, you know what? That's what I want to do. But I also love Sodom to death because they always stayed tried and true to what they do.
Yeah.
And they still are. And I love them both, but I would have to say Exodus because, Tom really lit the fuse on that fucking dynamite for me. Man.
Oh, dude, the speed. Oh, yeah. That edge, that speed edge.
Tom Rose.
Oh, yeah. Set the mark. So this is probably going to be an easy one then. Kill 'Em All versus Bonded by Blood.
Bonded by Blood, man.
Okay, real quick. All right.
No doubt.
You set that straight
I love
with
Kill
me
'Em.
earlier.
I
love put that in there.
I mean,
I want to scratch that off because, hey.
No disrespect to Kill 'Em All, but my God, that's a classic too. But
of course. But like you mentioned, No Love, A Lesson in Violence.
Come on.
Strike of the Beast.
Strike of the fucking Beast? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? It doesn't. No. That's got to be one of the best.
Fuck yes. Love
Strike of the Beast has got to be one of the best thrash songs ever written, man.
Right. Fuck
as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. Oh,
I like Chemical Warfare from Slayer is also one of my favorites.
Ooh, yes. Oh.
And At Dawn Their Sleep. At Dawn Their Sleep. That's my favorite.
Yes, that opener.
That's great. It's great.
Oh, okay. Hey, yeah. Speaking of, you auditioned for Slayer, right? Right before Dave jumped back into the band, right?
No, it wasn't me. It was Scaglione.
Oh, it was Scaglione?
It was Scaglione.
I thought maybe it was in a different time. I thought I might have came across a note like in 2002 or something.
Never did it.
Okay. All right.
Would have been interesting, man. I think I could have pulled that gig off.
I think you could have. Hell yeah. I know you could have. Fuck yeah. You were in the mix. You write that shit.
There's some great drummers out there, man.
Absolutely. You would have had that job. Okay. Next one. DRI. Dirty Rotten Imbeciles versus Cryptic Slaughter.
DRI all the way.
Yes.
I mean, Christmas Suarez.
We're talking about Felix all day. Felix
Oh,
Griffith,
man,
man. I
come on,
love
man.
that crossover.
Oh, come on, man. How could you
Right.
be couch slouch, fucking nursing home blues, fucking
Explorer, yes, all that good
so
shit.
good. It's so good.
Yes.
Dirt and Run
Next.
Dirt and Run LP has got to be the best. So,
Oh,
I mean,
killer.
you know, dealing with it was great, you know, produced and everything, but Dirt and Run LP, man, can't beat it.
That's the shit. Exactly. I don't know how many songs you're able to squeeze in like 15, 20 minutes.
Fucking
Hell
beautiful.
yeah. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Okay. Best band with Chris Contos on drums. Machine Head or Forbidden?
I gotta go for Forbidden.
Forbidden. Hey,
Yeah.
those chops are hard in Forbidden, dude.
Yeah,
he
man.
did some great shit. And
yeah, man.
Burn My Burn My Eyes, but
yeah.
Forbidden, dude. They brought up the chops, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, both bands, you know, they made a mark. But Forbidden for me is more closer to what you know, I like.
I get it. Hell yes. Okay. Just a few more right here. Next one. Sacred Reich versus Sepultura.
Oh shit. That's fucking rough.
Did you go to that show? Remember that? I think that was a New Titans on the block.
No, I missed that one, man.
Thick of It On. Fudge Tunnel opened up for those
That's
guys.
crazy.
That was a good one. That was on the American Way and Arise.
Oh, that, you know, it's funny because when I tried out for Sacred Reich, that's the record I had tried out for. Is American
Oh shit.
Way, man. Yeah.
Badass.
And little side note, I'm a fucking animal, fucking maniac, and like, especially at that time, I played everything so fucking fast, bro. So
Yeah.
I was playing their material too fast, and unfortunately, Phil had a fucking almost asthma attack during the rehearsal.
Trying to keep up.
No, it was just because I was fucking like a cage, like I needed to be caged at that time, man. You know, I was just like, ah. So basically, I think because of that, I don't think I got the gig, man. But I love those guys.
Maybe a little too much for them at the moment. Power thrashing, man.
Who knows? I mean, they found the right guy, and you know, it was meant to be. They were great to me at the time. I stayed with Gloria and them, and I'll never forget that whole episode. That was incredible. I stayed with them for a whole week, and I watched all the auditions too, man, which was incredible. And they were great to me, man. I'll never forget that. And like, I always support them. Always.
Very cool. Love it. Love some Sacred Reich. Next, Testament versus Death Angel.
Oh shit. You're really messing me up, man. I'm gonna have to go Death Angel, man.
Oh shit. There you go. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go get Death Angel because Death Angel, they just got a certain vibe, man. I mean, I love, you know, Testament is killer too, but
yeah,
I would have to say Death Angel.
Very tight, very tight. Okay, last one for the night.
Oh boy.
Two drum gods, Gene Hoglan versus Dave Lombardo.
Come on, man. I gotta go with Dave, man.
Hey, all right.
No doubt.
Right.
No doubt, Dave. I don't care how complicated you play, whatever you do, you know, people that got their foot in the door first, like Dave set the mark for a lot of people, man. You know,
oh yes.
So did Gene too. Gene's fucking ridiculously amazing, man. But for me as a kid, he was the first guy that I said, "Holy shit, those feet! What is going on there, man?" Like, wow. And you know, of course, when I heard, you know, Darkness Descends, like that was pretty brutal. But something about Dave and Slayer was just like, whoa.
I'm telling you.
Dangerous.
Yes, big time danger. Joe, thank you so much for joining me tonight on the show. It's been nothing but a blast to go over the metal history that you have got. You're so rich in, and I've had a great time, man. Thank you so much for spending the last hour with me, bro.
Yeah, man, it's been a blast. It's been an hour already? What the hell?
Already?
Nah, it was a blast, man. Thanks a lot, man. And thanks for inviting me on your show.
Man, I'm going to keep up with you. And I know you got something else that's coming up along the line that I want to make sure I can keep up with that. And I'm a big fan. I'm really, I also want to give you props because I did some research and I know you have a very fulfilling day job.
Yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do.
You work with at-risk kids, right?
Yes, I do. Right now, I'm working with special need kids, actually.
Special needs. Great.
Yeah, for the first half of my career, I've been working for the DOA for like almost 25 years.
Oh, man, that's great,
yeah,
man.
I worked with kids that were really in bad places, like kids that were in gangs, that, you know, Crips, Bloods, and stuff like that. that was my first half of my career, and that was like
Okay.
dealing with those kids without like metal detectors, and man, wow. We
Wow.
can have a whole segment about that. And you know, it's just, you know, it's a good feeling. I'm helping people, and
Yes.
I enjoy it. It's good. It's fulfilling.
Absolutely. Keep doing it, man. Keep paying it forward like that. You're changing
Absolutely.
lives, and
Absolutely.
you know, we need more folks to be able to volunteer, and even if you know, you got it as a profession, but some of us, you know, can just volunteer themselves to their friends and just
Yeah.
lend an ear and
Yeah.
be there when they need somebody.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of misconceptions about people's disabilities too, which has to be brought to light.
Yeah,
You know, everybody has a fucking disability, man. There's no fucking normal.
I dig it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody has something. I'm hyperactive. I'm ADHD, man. I'm probably a whole bunch of shit, man. But I try to use that shit as a special power, man. You know?
Yes. You do use it, and keep using it, man. Keep bringing
Thanks,
that special metal magic to your job, and just spreading it
I
with the
do.
world, man.
Now I'm spreading the goodness, bro. That's all. Spreading the energy and the positivity, man.
Fuck yeah. All right, guys. It's been nothing but my pleasure. Thank you, Joe, for being on the show. Go tune in to Joe's YouTube channel, Cangelosi. Give him a like and follow him on his social medias on Facebook and Instagram, and keep up. And in England, London, get ready. Carnivore AD is going to go kick your ass.
We're coming.
Fuck yeah. Get ready for some fucking angry, neurotic Catholic going at it, and some race war going down, and inner conflict hitting the fucking stage big time.
That's right.
Joe, keep it alive. Keep killing it on the kit, and I'll be in touch.
Great to meet you, man, and thank you so much for everything.
It's an honor. Take care, guys. See you next time on the show. And Joe, take it easy, brother.
Take care, bro.
Later.
All the best. All the best.
Thank you, bro. You too. All the best. That was Joe Cangelosi with me tonight from Whiplash, Massacre, Kreator, Uncivil War, Brooklyn Militia, Deathcorps we were talking about, and of course, he's a drummer for Carnivore AD. Hell yeah, Carnivore, man. I love